Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Wednesday, February 9th slate of NBA games. I'm super excited to hop into it, but first we do have a special announcement today. We are going to be doing the 3,000 subscriber parlay giveaway. I'm super excited to go ahead and dive into it. But first, we do have to do a quick recap. So, as of yesterday, we did end up going 2-2. So, we lost a little bit of juice, but I don't think it was anything too crazy. So, we did have Desmond Bane over 17.5 points versus the Clippers. He played terrible. And not to mention, in the NBA games today, there was like one or two games that was decided by single digits. Everything else was a blowout. So, there was a blowout for the Grizzlies game. And on top of that, Desmond Bane couldn't throw it into the ocean. He started off like 1 for 7 and 0 for 5 from 3, so you're not gonna hit an over with that. And then we had Al Horford over 6.5 rebounds. There was one point in time in the first quarter that the Brooklyn Nets were down 28-2 to the Boston Celtics. So you're definitely not hitting an over on rebounds with something like that, especially with an older guy like Al Horford. So I was trying to decide between him and Robert Williams. I went with Horford for the lower line, and I guess I should have just went Robert Williams. But our two that did end up cashing, we had Timberwolves minus 3.5 versus the Sacramento Kings minus 110 odds, and Anthony Davis under 24.5 points versus Milwaukee. So we did end up going 2-2, lost a little bit of juice. But first of all, I did just want to go ahead and say thank you guys. Like I said, we hit 3,000 subscribers. At the time that you're watching this, it would have been 2 days ago. And it's truly just such a fantastic feeling. It feels like a lot of my hard work is starting to pay off. So I truly appreciate it. It honestly means the world to me just to be able to see that so many people do support such a small channel. So okay, that was my little mushy story, but I'm just really excited to be doing this for you guys, and hopefully one day it can be a full-time career for me. So that it's my dream, and I'm starting to live it out. So we'll go ahead and hop into today's plays, and then we will start to get into the parlay information. So our first play of the day is going to be DeMar DeRozan over 6.5 assists versus the Charlotte Hornets plus 100 odds. If you look at DeMar DeRozan's game log, he's been really good at passing the basketball recently. You're looking at a assist game log of 4, 7, 7, 7, 5, 10, 8, and 7. So he has cashed this in 6 of his last 8 games, and I definitely think he's in a really good spot here against Charlotte as well. When it comes to Charlotte, they give up the most assists per game to opposing small forwards, so I definitely think we see an advantage there. And Charlotte, when it comes to points per game in the entire NBA, they give up the 3rd most points per game in the entire NBA, and they also give up the 2nd most assists per game in the NBA. So they give up a lot of points, and a lot of those are coming off of assists. Also, Charlotte, we all know how they are. They're a very young team, and they like to run. They like to play up and down. They like to get up and down the floor. They like to shoot a ton of shots. They like to, give the ball back, and so on and so forth. So I definitely think that with that fast pace and allowing a lot of points, not a very good defense, I think that we see a lot of value here with this DeMar DeRozan over 6.5 assists. I think that this line is just a little bit too low for how well he's been able to pass the basketball. And Ayo Dosunmu, the starting point guard at this point, he is going to be ruled out of this game because of concussion protocols. So, I think that it's a better spot for him because Kobe White's probably going to be starting. Now, the one thing that we know about Kobe White is there to score points, and that's pretty much it. He can't really play defense, not the best facilitator, but he can get you a bucket. So I don't really have any worry about him taking any assist opportunities away from DeMar DeRozan. DeMar is going to be the one with the ball in his hands the most. So that's our first play of the day. DeMar DeRozan over 6.5 assists versus Charlotte plus 100 odds. We have cashed in 7 straight plus odds plays, so hopefully we can make that 8 today. So our second play of the day is going to be the Toronto Raptors minus 9.5 versus OKC minus 110 odds. Toronto, they have covered in 6 straight games, so they have surprisingly been a fantastic team, despite not a lot of people talking about it. When it comes to OKC, on the other hand, they've kind of struggled recently. They haven't covered in their last 2 games, And if you look at OKC, their injury report, you know, they took some pretty big hits. Obviously, they don't have Shea. Shea won't be back for a long time, but they also don't have Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, who is, honestly, he's kind of helped them out a little bit. And they don't have Isaiah Roby, who is another big that has been pretty good for them. And Aaron Wiggins is also out, so who is a very good scorer off of the bench. And when it comes to the Toronto Raptors, as an away favorite, they are 3-1 against the spread. So I really do see some value there. I think that we have a very good shot with that play as well. So that's our second play of the day. Toronto minus 9.5 versus OKC. Minus 110 odds. And our third and final play is going to be the Utah Jazz minus 3.5 versus the Golden State Warriors minus 110 odds. The Jazz, they have covered in their last 2 games, and the Warriors, on the other hand, they have not covered in their last 2 games. So, you know, the Warriors still won. It was against the Thunder and the Kings, I believe, but they didn't end up covering. They actually kept the game a lot closer than a lot of people would have thought. And when you look at the injury reports for both of these two teams, I think we see an edge with the Utah Jazz because Klay Thompson is going to be out and Draymond Green are both going to be out. Those are 2 key pieces to this Golden State Warriors team. And it looks like Donovan Mitchell, he looks like he's rearing and ready to go. And it looks like Rudy Gobert is questionable. He did get upgraded from out, so could we see him play? I'm not sure, but I do think he does play. So that'll be good for us. And the Warriors, they're on an 8-game winning streak, and I feel like it's got to end at some point, and I feel like this is a perfect spot to do it. At Utah versus a very good, solid defense with no Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, I definitely think we see some value there. So that is going to be our third and final play. Utah Jazz minus 3.5 versus the Golden State Warriors minus 110 odds. Now, like I said, we're going to be doing a $3,000 parlay giveaway, but at the time that I'm recording this video, it's about 1 a.m. where I'm at. And there are no player props at all besides for the Chicago Bulls game, which is why I put the DeMar DeRozan prop in there, and that was the only prop because for some reason, for the books, no one is making any lines. So here's what I'm going to do. We're still doing the $3,000 parlay giveaway. So all you have to do, 1, sub to the channel. All right, that one should be an easy one, especially if you have been watching my channel for a while. All you have to do is be sub to the channel. 2, you have to make sure that you like the video. I will be checking that to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, stuff like that. And then you also have to comment on the video. All you have to do to comment down below is hashtag giveaway. Now, since we don't have any lines, obviously I can't make a parlay out of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier tomorrow morning. So at the time that you guys are watching this, I'm going to be waking up early that morning. So it should be right around the time that this video goes live. I'm going to be waking up and I'm going to be putting together a parlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post it in the pinned comment section down below as well as on my Twitter. So those will be the 2 places for it just so you guys are able to see it. And like I said, if it cashes, we will give, what I'll probably do is I will probably give $100 to 15 different people. So give out a total of $1,500 if the $3,000 parlay does cash. So gives out a lot of winners and hopefully a lot of you guys are able to participate in it, and hopefully we can cash it, and then I can give back to you guys for being so amazing. One last thing is for my members. Shout out to all my members. They've been absolutely fantastic, but for my 1 member play of the day was from Richie Sherman. He had Luka Doncic over 9.5 assists, and that one also cashed. So shout out to Richie. Hopefully we can have a great rest of our week. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the parlay, so make sure to stay tuned. Hopefully, by the time you guys watch the video, it'll already be down in the comment section down below. But yeah, I can't really do anything about it. There's just no props up, and there's no, plus odds plays with, this person to score X amount of points and win, or, whatever the case might be. So there's just no lines out. So there's just nothing I can really do about it. So I'm going to try to get up early and put something together. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers now. We are less than 900 away, so hopefully we can hit that by Valentine's Day. We're gonna try to keep that. Gonna try to keep that goal. I don't know how realistic it's gonna be, but we'll shoot for Valentine's Day. Shoot for the stars. So that's gonna do it for me. This is King Sarah signing out. Peace.